Hello Remoters, Mr. Del Pazzo here again with another drawing video. Today we're going to make two drawings today. We're going to draw two little baby chickies. One little baby chickie sitting in an egg who looks like he was just hatched and looks very surprised. And the other little baby chickie still got the eggshell on top of his head. So I said, which one should we draw? I'm like, you know what? Let's draw both. They're not too difficult to draw. We can definitely draw that. No problem. They're like little baby twins. So we're going to need a piece of paper. And we're going to need a pencil and eraser. And since we're doing little two baby chickies next to each other, we're going to want to turn our paper horizontal, which means side to side. So we could put one right here, and we could put one right here. Now, you don't have to fold your paper in half or anything like that. I mean, you could. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw a teeny tiny, microscopic, itsy bitsy, teeny weeny little dotted line down the middle. You don't have to do that. I'm just going to do that because I want to make sure I have enough room for each one of my chicks. I don't even think I did my dotted line in the right spot. I think I'm a little bit off. Just so Mr. Del Pazzo knows, we're not to cross over. We want to give each little baby chick equal amount of space. So first I'm going to do the baby chick that's peeking out of the egg. Okay? So right over here, half of my baby chick is in the egg, half of the baby chick's out. So my eggshell is going to start right about halfway on my paper. So I'm going to draw the bottom of the egg. I'm just going to go down, around, and up. So I'm using one side of my paper, and I'm using about half my paper from top to bottom, about half of that for my egg. The letter U. And of course the eggshell is broken. So we would draw a ziggy-zaggy line. And all the ziggy-zaggies don't have to be perfect. When you break an egg, it doesn't break perfectly. Looks like my egg is kind of flat on one side. Maybe I need to fix my egg. Oh, that's much better. So I've got half an eggshell. That was so easy. Piece of cake. Now my little chickie's sticking out of it. So he's kind of like a half a circle, kind of like the eggshell. So I'm going to start my eggie. I'm not going to start him on the outside. I'm going to start him, he's inside the egg, so I don't want to make him as big as the egg. He has to be a little bit smaller than the egg. So I'm going to start a little bit inside, and I'm going to go up, around, and almost to the top. I'm going to leave a little bit of space there, because he has a little poof of hair sticking off the top. So I'm going to come around to the other side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start just inside the eggshell, up, around, and I'll leave just a little bit of space. And now I'm going to give him three little poofs of hair. One little poof of hair, two little poofs of hair. They're kind of like three little triangles. They can be bent to the left, they can be bent to the right. It's completely up to you. But since we leave a little bit of space here open, just makes it look like the hairs are connected to the heads. And that's what we want. We want it to look like that. Now we're going to give him two nice big eyes. He's got big, remember he looks really surprised. So I'm going to draw a nice big circle on that side. Draw a nice big circle on that side. I'll try to make them the same size. Well, we'll try. And of course, he has pupils inside the eyes. Now, I'm going to leave something called a little reflection. Right? So my eyes are going to be black. I'm going to leave a couple little specks of white, just so it looks like the light is shining off of them. So I'm going to draw a pretty good size circle. If I make the circle small, he's going to look like really scared. So I'm actually going to make the pupil part, the black part, a little bit bigger. Right now it looks like a minion coming out of an egg, but we got to do something about that. So I'm going to leave a couple little reflections. All they are little circles. Make one circle bigger than the other. Now you won't be coloring it in yet, but if you are going to color it in later, because we don't want to color it with pencil, if you color it in later with a marker or a black crayon, then you will color not the big circle, but the little circle with black, and then we'll leave the two little reflections. It's always better to make your reflections a little bit bigger, and if you don't like them, you can always just make them smaller. Once you make them teeny, it's very hard to erase crayon or color pencil or marker and make them bigger. It still looks like a minion, but not anymore, because I'm going to make a beak, and my beak is simply a straight line under the eyes and then a point. And we'll give him two little nostrils on his beak. And our little chick even has little eyebrows. And I'll put them on the side. When you put eyebrows on the side, it gives you that worried look. If they go down in the middle, it gives them a mean look. And if you put them really high, it gives them a surprise look. So eyebrows can create expression, especially with cartoon characters. And he has a little poof of hair right between his eyes. Kind of like a little poof of hair. And just to make my eggshell look a little bit like it's going around him, I'm just going to draw from my point of my eggshell down. I'm just going to draw a little line over to my chickie, and then I'm going to color that little triangle in black. That way it makes it look like it's going around him. Now they don't have it on the picture, but I'm going to add something else. I'm going to add just a couple little cracks. And they're just kind of like ziggy-zaggy lines. Just to make it look like my egg is cracking. He is coming out of it after all. They're not wavy, they're very pointy. They're very pointy and ziggy-zaggy. Now it's time to draw his friend. This little guy has the eggshell on top of his head, but the bottom of him is out. So I'm going to start with the eggshell. So they're going to be about the same size. So I'm going to start my eggshell right about where his top of his head is. So if I was just to come over on my piece of paper, it's going to be right about there. So I'm going to draw my eggshell. Right on top of his head. And kind of like we did down here, I'm going to draw the eggshell. Ziggy-zaggy, ziggy-zaggy. And if we want, we can do the same. We could do the same little cracks. Do little cracks on that one too, if you want. Why not? So now we're going to draw the bottom of the chick. Once again, I'm going to start inside just like I did over there. I'm not going to make it all the way to the outside because the eggshell is bigger than the chick. So I'm going to start right about there. And then come down around, and I'm going to come up. I'm not going to go all the way up. I'm going to come around here, right about there, because he's going to make a little tail. Just a little tiny tail. And that tail is going to come in, just like that. And I'm going to come up here and make my chickie from my egg shell curved a little bit to my tail. I think I might have made my tail a little bit. How's that? Does that look more like a tail? Yeah, maybe a little bit. I'm going to make eyes just like my friend over there. Our eyes are going to be close to the shell. Big circle, medium-sized circle, medium-sized circle, reflection, 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 reflection. And then when you color them in, which doesn't have to be now, we'll color a pupil in black, or any color you want, really. He looks sad. And then we're going to make his beak a straight line across, and then 2 lines down, like an upside down triangle. His 2 little nostrils. And he's got just a couple little feathers, kind of like he's got feathers on top of his head. Draw a little wing over there. A little wing over there. Just 3 little bumps. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. And little feet. Little leg. Little leg. 2 little toes on the front. 1 on the back. 2 little toes on the front. 1 going off the back. And there's our little friend. There's our 2 little friends. A scared chicken and egg, and a scared chick with an egg on top of his head. Now you can make your chickie whatever color you want. In the picture, the eggshell, it's not quite white. It's like a little bit like of a peachy color. Sometimes eggs aren't completely white. They've got like a peachy tone. So you can color the shell peachy if you want. The beaks are orange, and our little feathered friends are yellow. You can certainly make them whatever color you want. And make sure when you are done, you send them to me in Seesaw. I can't wait to see the little chickie twins. And if you want to add something else to it, if you want to make a little background, maybe you want to put the farm where they live behind them, or maybe just show me where they are, right? A background, this has no background, this picture. A background tells us where they are. What are they doing? Are they on top of a mountain? Are they in Hawaii? Are they on a farm somewhere? I don't know, because right now we don't have a background. So make sure you send me the picture in Seesaw so I can check them out. I promise I will respond to you, let you know how beautiful your little chickie twins are. And if you guys need paper, right? If you don't want to draw on the copy paper, a little printer paper anymore, Mr. Opasso's got plenty of drawing paper here. Just have Mom, Dad email me. I'll roll it up, put it down in the front of the school, entrance of the school, and they can pick it up anytime they want. And you'll have lots of drawing paper for all of our videos. If there's someone that's in school right now who lives in your house or maybe across the street, close by, you let me know who they are, and I'll be happy to give the paper to them, and they can bring it to you. Save your trip to the school, okay? Excellent. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, see you later, my remoters. I miss you guys. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.